Q4, the biggest shopping season of the year, is quickly approaching, and with it, millions of folks are going to start flocking to Etsy to buy gifts for their family and for themselves. And I often get asked the million-dollar question, Luna, what should I sell on Etsy as a complete beginner? And a product that is often overlooked are ugly Christmas sweaters. Ugly Christmas sweaters are a tradition in the US and now even outside of the US, as people love to wear these funny sweatshirts to different Christmas parties or events during the holidays. As a result, you're going to have a spike of traffic for people looking to buy these gifts for themselves or even for friends, as kind of like a joke, if you will. So as a result, many noobs as well feel like designing something like that seems overwhelming, doesn't it? Especially if you don't have any design skills. Well, I have good news for you. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can do this exact kind of design without having any design background, using a tool like Kittl. No, we're not going to be using Canva. We're going to be using Kittl because Kittl is specifically for print-on-demand sellers. All of their graphics have commercial use, meaning that you can use their graphic as is and sell them for print-on-demand purposes. So needless to say, we're going to go to my computer and I'm going to show you exactly how we can replicate this kind of sweatshirts and start selling them on Etsy. Let's aim to recreate this ugly Christmas sweatshirt. And I know what you're saying, oh my God, this feels overwhelming. How am I going to do this? Well, the good news is that you can do this now with Kittl, which, by the way, so you have access to all these different design templates, making your life much easier. And yes, you have full commercial use to all of these designs. I also love as well how you can simply pick different products and templates based on the products that you are interested in designing. In our case, we're simply going to do new project. It's going to take you to this window right here, and you're going to select POD presets. And in this case, we're going to select a hoodie. And the beauty of this is that you no longer have to go back to your print-on-demand supplier to figure out what the pixel widths are. You can simply use these presets to set up your project. Now, I've already done the work and I've already selected some of the designs or templates that we're going to be using, but just to show you really quickly. So we're going to do ugly Christmas sweater, and from there, we're going to have access to different design template that we can use. And the beauty is that every time you add a new template, it's simply going to add it directly to your project. This way, you don't have to open from one file to another. You have all your design templates in one place, and you can essentially pick different elements from all these design templates. Now, the next thing we're going to do is simply change what the writing says. In this case, it says this. We're going to take this out, and then we're going to add elements like this then right here, so it's a little bit closer in design with this. So we're going to look for a then. We're going to add that element. So here's some vens that we can use. We're going to take out these elements, and then we're going to go ahead and add our ven. Now, obviously, we're running into another problem. The colors don't match. So I'm going to grab the color, and then I'm going to go ahead and simply change it here so it matches. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab the color here, and anywhere where I see white, I'm going to change it so it matches as well. It's really easy for a complete beginner to go in and change elements as need be. And you can also interchange things. So let's say that I'm interested in adding these elements instead. What I'm going to do is just copy and paste them and add them here. So it's more similar to the other shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to add this other element right here. I'm going to do this right here. There we go. So this is just one way of emulating the sweatshirt. So let me show you a finished design that I've done so you guys have ideas of what can be done, and we can discuss other ways to emulate this design. Now, we know with print on demand, we have to do as many different variations as possible to test the possibility of our design getting sales. So in here, you can notice that I did multiple variations of the same design idea all within the same project, which makes it super easy for me then to go ahead and download all these files as PNGs and upload it to Printify. In this case, you notice that I created different color schemes. I also added different elements, the van, then we have the Santa Claus, etc. Something I want to show you as well is that you can easily change the color schemes so it matches the design better. So in this case, I'm interested in having this green in the van, so I'm going to go ahead and copy it just like I showed you earlier. And instead, I'm going to do this and see how that comes out, right? And then I can grab this orange, I can add it here. So then we have some elements. Really easy to grab the colors from the original design and add other elements and make them match accordingly. This is just such a time saver. And every time I want to leverage a new template, all I have to do is look for ugly Christmas sweaters, see if I find another template I like. Let's say I would want to use this one. I add them to my board, add them right here. In this case, I might just copy this actually because I want to have the color elements. So in this case, let's take this out. We're gonna add a van. So go back to the exercise of adding a van. Let's say that I'm interested in adding this van particularly. I'm gonna go ahead and make it just a little smaller. And then I'm gonna use some of these colors that are in right here. Well, actually, this seems to be a vector file. This is actually an image, so I cannot grab the colors from it. So that's fine. I'm gonna take that out. I can take the color of this. So I'm gonna grab this color and change it this. So then it matches better. Then I'm gonna take some of these elements right here, which by the way, as well, you can ungroup. So that makes it easier for you to select those. And then we're gonna do something like this. And instead of folk and festive, we're gonna write. And there we go. As simple as that. We have another design. And obviously then I can change things around. If I wanna go ahead and duplicate this, I can. Then I can add those elements again. And then as well, let's say I want to add this element here, this ornament element, I can simply bring it to my design. Lots of flexibility with Kittl, which I absolutely love, makes it extremely easy to take different design elements from multiple templates and blend them together and create your own. There we go. Now comes the part where essentially we have to download this so we can create our mockup. But see here how many different templates I was able to create in just under 5 minutes, really, by simply leveraging the already existing templates that are available within Kittl. So by simply doing a quick search for ugly Christmas sweater or ugly sweater and leveraging all the different templates and creating my own. I mean, so this is such a game changer and lifesaver, saving us so much time. And by the way, so if there's like elements you want to go ahead and take out, like this little dot right here, so we can go ahead and ungroup it. So then we have all these dots separately because right now they're grouped. So we're going to do ungroup and not all these dots are separate. So I can go ahead and move them where I need or want them to be. And I can go ahead and duplicate them and create more snow if I want to, etc. So this is a really fun tool, really easy to use, enabling someone like me who doesn't have any design background, the ability to create designs in a really short amount of time. Now that we are finished with our design, we're going to go ahead and download them so we can upload them to Printify. Simply have to click here on download. By the way, I love this feature of being able to select whichever artboard I want to go ahead and download. So you could download all 6 of them, which is going to help you with productivity. In this case, let's just pick one. By the way, it's really important to make sure that you have the remove background and optimized quality turned on, and then we're going to go ahead and download that. Another fun little feature that I want to share with you really quickly is the mockup feature. This allows you to have additional mockups that you can use. In this case, for Printify, we're using a unisex heavy blend hooded sweatshirt. We need to find a hooded sweatshirt, which by the way, the hooded sweatshirt does have pockets and it does have a little bit of teeny string and pockets. So we have to find a design that is similar because it's very important for Etsy that we select design that fully represents what we are selling. It's a matter of looking through to see if you find mockup that showcases the product as it should. In this case, I'm not seeing anything that truly reflects what it is that we're selling. So we're going to go ahead and use that. These strings here are a little too long. So I just want to caveat that. Make sure that you have in mind and reflect the proper product because this is something that Etsy kind of came down on heavy last year. And then also make sure that you double check as well the design proportion. So I recommend when you do these mockups, first take a look as to how they're looking on Shopify
Printify based on what you are uploading, so then you can replicate it here. But just know that this is kind of like a fun little tool that allows you to have access to other mockups you might not have access to on Printify. All right, guys, well, that's it for now. Let me know if you found this helpful.
All right, guys, and that's a wrap for today. If you liked my video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Additionally, if you're feeling stuck along your journey, I have a free Facebook group community in which you can go in and ask whatever questions you have, whether you are doing print on demand or trying to sell digital products on Etsy. We are an active community and we try our best to answer all your questions as they come up. Most importantly, make sure to keep me posted along your journey and let me know how else I can help you guys. And I will catch you later. Bye.